Hello, today I want to talk about skincare and how best to look after your skin over a certain age. And I'm 64 and looking after my skin is something that my mother taught me, and I know at 94 her skin looks absolutely amazing. It's important to look after our skin because I think more than clothes, more than even your hairstyle, the first thing that people do notice when they're looking at you or talking to you is your skin. And I think that actually spending the time on preparing your skin is better than slapping it full of makeup. I like to put makeup on, but I like to put it on to a surface that I know that I've worked hard to make sure is clean and is well massaged. And that's why I think today I'm going to just concentrate on the massage movements in improving your skin. Now, before we do that, we always have to do it on clean skin. There's no point massaging skin that's got dirt on it or still has its makeup on. So we're going to talk about cleansers, and there are three types of cleansers that we tend to use now. There are cream oil-based cleansers, which are very suitable for women of our age. They're soft on the skin, they're easier to use, and they melt off the makeup, basically. The second one is what we call facial washes that are more of a sort of clean water and soap feeling, and they are often come in a gel form, and they are used with water. So you massage them into your face like a lather, like a soap, and then you cleanse them off, either splashing your face with water or using a face cloth that's provided with the cleanser. And the third type of cleanser is just basic soap and water. Now, of all three, I much prefer the oil and the cream-based cleansers simply because I like the feel of them on my skin, and I have very sensitive skin. But I'm not opposed to facial cleansers that use gel and are used with water. If you've got a very oily skin, or if you don't like the feeling of sort of oil on your skin when you're cleaning, you prefer that fresh water feel, then do go for the facial washes, but look for one that doesn't have too many astringent ingredients in it, i.e. alcohol. If you are a soap and water girl, there's nothing wrong with that, only I would say that it does tend to dry the skin out, so look for soaps that have coconut oil in them. I would also look for soaps that are organically made, i.e. the ingredients are absolutely fresh and they're absolutely bereft of any kind of extra bad ingredient in there. There are lots and lots of really good what we call natural soaps out there at the moment. Now I'm going to take the cream cleanser, and this one's Eucerin because I've got very sensitive skin, and I'm just going to show you how I cleanse it off. Now, if I was in my bathroom, I would have a basin of tepid water, and once I'd wiped the cream all over my face, I would then wipe it off with my hand wrapped in an old terry toweling face cloth. That, to an extent, exfoliates the skin at the same time as taking off the cream cleanser. It sort of wakes the skin up a little bit. I use the word exfoliate because that's very important for removing what we call dead skin cells or some of the muck and grime that's on the surface of our skin. We don't need to exfoliate every day, and we certainly, I think, over the age of 50, do not need to use the harsh granules that come for the younger skins. I think that just exfoliating with an old-fashioned terry toweling face cloth is more than enough. It's kinder on the broken veins and maybe some of the blemishes we get as we get older. So just wrapping that around your hand, dipping it into the, I think, tepid water, and then using it to gently clean off the cream cleanser gives you that lovely fresh water feeling, but at the same time it's much kinder to the skin. So what I'm going to do is just to use it with cotton wool today. Only need a little bit. Warm that cleanser on your hands so that you've got it on your hands. You're not overusing it or putting too much on. Basically, put it onto the skin in sweeping movements. Eyes as well, because this cleanser is very soft and very gentle. And then not rubbing too hard, just using cotton wool to get all the cream off. Again, you can see how much it's already taking off of my makeup. Upward movements always, never go downwards. That's pulling your skin down. It's not doing it any favours at all. Always use upward moving strokes. It's moving the muscles up rather than dragging them down. Now, in order to make sure I've really cleansed my face, and because I can't use my water and face cloth, I'm using a micellar liquid, which is superb. It's great to take on holiday with you for an easy cleanser, better than using the facial wipes. And the micellar water is just a gentle water, rather like the toners we used to have, but it has cleansing properties. A little bit on the cotton wool, and it also gives that lovely fresh, clean feel to your face as well, but better than using water. So I've used that, and now my face is absolutely clean of any grime or makeup, ready for the facial massage. Now, because I know that even at our age we're busy people and we don't want to spend too long doing our faces up or getting ourselves ready, we might have other commitments. The facial massage that I'm going to show you is very quick, but if done regularly, maybe morning or night, or if you're feeling really sort of fit and energetic, doing it twice a day, it really will reap benefits. It gives the face a really good boost in that the movements tend to get the circulation in the face going. The oil that you use is then penetrating the skin much better, and also you're giving the muscles a workout. Now, when I show you this facial massage, please remember that most of my movements will be upwards. There'll be a few coming down, but I'm really concentrating on taking my muscles upwards, lifting my face. And it's far better than any facelift. If you keep going with a facial massage, you will, I promise, notice a big difference in your skin. So I use an oil, a rose oil, because I think rose oil is probably the best for your skin. There's something about the ingredients in rose oil that really help with flushing, with high colour, with broken veins, with blemishes. It's a really healing kind of oil. But you can use any oil, barring olive oil, which I think is too heavy, cooking oil, and baby oil, because some of them include very dodgy ingredients. Baby oil has a mineral oil in it, and you do not want that near your face. So I would stick to what I call very light and very organic oils. Almond, vitamin B oil, vitamin E oil. You can get the capsules, the vitamin E capsules, and split the capsules open and use a couple of those for your oil. So what we do is we take a few drops of rose oil, and rather than slap it straight onto the face, which distributes it very, very unevenly, warm it through with your hands. And then, big smell. Take that lovely, if it has got any sort of essence in it, it's really nice. I often in almond oil put some lavender drops in or some rose drops in. There it is on our hands, ready for our massage. So taking your hands to your forehead, like this, bring the hands down lightly, and then up with the cheeks, across the forehead, down lightly, and then push up. Do this about 3 or 4 times just to start to warm up the face. You can actually see how the blood is rushing to my cheeks already. So that's just giving us what I call a really nice full-on cheek lift. And I've done this a couple of times. Then when you've done that, I want you to look at your chin. It's very important, this area here. It does tend to sag as we get older. So to keep those muscles working, take your 2 fingers, one on the top of the chin, one underneath, and work along like this. So you take it across the chin, like this, starting in the middle of your chin, bringing it up towards the ear, bringing up towards the ear, like this. Again, about 5 or 6 times, just to work that in. Now you can, and I can't do it because I haven't got my top really low, you can then continue movements on your neck like this, just taking it across with each hand, and you can then do the same right down to your décolletage. And that's important because it's an area we often neglect, and actually it's an area which shows our age up very, very quickly. Now I'm going to take our eyes. Now I want you to use a 4th finger because that's the lightest finger, your ring finger. And starting in the middle, I want you to go above your eyebrows, bring it round, stop there, just at the point where the eyes or the eye socket starts to feel, and then just rub it gently into little tiny circular movements, not in the eye area itself, but just along the eye socket bone. Rub it along, bring it in, up, out, tiny gentle little circular movements, up, out, circular movements along that socket line or that cheekbone line. There we go. And then 2 or 3 where it's just straight through like this. Again, avoiding the very gentle and sensitive skin around the eye. But this is superb. It's great if you've got a headache because it really does help, especially the tension that you tend to collect around this area and this area. And press, if you press a little bit into there, it sometimes also helps. And just circular fingers like that. Very, very good for tension. Bring it round again. And then in this area where we tend to frown, up and down with the fingers, just like that, rubbing it in. And then up and out. And then I'm going to get you to move your fingers like a prayer movement, into the nose and up. Into the nose, flattening it and up. In and up. In and up. And then round the mouth, 2 fingers again, like that. And that's working the lines, top and bottom of your lip. And also a little bit on your lips to moisturise them because they get very dry in winter. And then taking your forehead, again, same thing, 2 fingers, but this time you're going to interlock them across the forehead like that. That really gets the circulation going and it's a lovely boost. And again, you can go right up to your scalp with that. And that movement, also very good if you've got a very tense head. Takes away all the tension, rubbing it like that and then down and then stop. And then a final go, our face up and out. And then the rest of the cream, just wipe into your fingers. And there it is. It's a facial massage. You don't have to take as long as I've done. You can maybe keep the movements shorter, maybe 2 at each movement rather than 4 or 5. It's up to you. It's how you feel. But your skin feels warm. It's glowing. You can actually feel how the muscles have been worked. And I can promise you that if you did this regularly, your skin and your face would notice a difference. And again, it's extremely good base for now putting on your makeup. Thank you ever so much.